What's up? My name is Nick. I am the owner of TheVaultProScooters. I opened my first shop in 2012 in Culver City, California. I am here to talk about tariffs and tariffs that are essentially taxes. This is not going to be a political video. This only has to do with scootering and the action sports industry and how it's going to affect all of us, and more specifically, this shop. Okay, we're going to talk about tariffs, and just like hypothetically, Ethic brings in a deck for $100. Now with the tariffs at 154%, that deck that was $100 before now has 154% tax that Ethic, the distribution here in the United States, has to pay. So before they would import the scooter deck, it would be $100. Now they import the deck, it's $100 plus $154 tax that they have to pay to the government. So that is not a tax that China pays. That is a tax that dissidents, which is Ethic's distribution here, has to pay. So now we're the shop. We have to go buy this deck from dissidents. The deck was $100 to bring here. It had $154 tax, and dissidents has to make money because they are the distribution. They have employees, they have a warehouse, and now they have to sell us the deck. So now they paid $254 to get one deck in that used to be $100, and they have to sell it to me, so they're probably going to sell it to me for $300, maybe $310. Now, to get it to the vault, we have to place an order. We're going to pay to ship it here. We have a warehouse here. We have 13 employees here. We have rent, mortgage to pay, everything like that. Once we ship it and say we got a deal on the pallet's only $200 to ship it to us. Now we have to turn around and sell it to you guys. And now the deck that was once $100 selling for $200 is now $500. So that is what the tariffs have done. We pay the tariffs. We turn around and give the tariffs to you, our customers. Anyways, with that being said, this is where the video is going. There is going to be a shortage of scooter parts and all action sports parts, skateboards, bikes, anything that's made in China. I mean, beyond sporting goods. The majority of scooter parts are made in China, and I am scared, to say the least, about what's going to happen. There is, I would say, 95% of all scooter parts we sell, or actually more than that, probably like 98% of the scooter parts we sell are made in China. And I know that some of you guys may frown upon that, but all these brands, for the most part, spend a lot of time in China overseeing all the production. They have all the machinery and the machining set up. And we have looked into bringing manufacturing here in the United States, and I do want to touch on that. So we looked at it during COVID. It was about $800,000 to bring the machines here. Now, let's just say, let's do it. Let's set it up here. Well, that was $800,000 3 years ago, but now there's 154% tariff on that. So if I did want to bring the machines here, now I have to pay $1.2 million in tax to bring the machines. Now that's just assuming the machines are available. So now we're able to get the machines here. Let's set up a factory here. Now we need a warehouse, and we need skilled people that can run these machines. We need the raw materials to make grips, to make wheels, to pour urethane. I mean, these scooter parts come from many different factories in China, not just one. So now we need to run everything in-house. And to go through permitting and set that all up, that would take about two and a half years on the fast track. And now we need to employ people that are skilled in these machines. Now we're looking at a scooter that was going to be $500 to import. It was $200, right now, but now that scooter to manufacture here in America is probably going to cost about $850 for the Prodigy. Let's just say hypothetically, if I wanted to manufacture that here, after bringing the machinery in, getting the permits, getting the building, getting the insurance together. So that's why a lot of scooter parts aren't made here. China's already set up for it. They have the factories, they have the skilled workers that are doing it. And I will say that a lot of these brands go for testing for years. They are overseeing the production. Like a lot of you guys might know Ian McDonald. He's actually, in fact, moving to China to oversee Urban Art and Triad's new production for the new global release happening next year and the year after that. There is a lot of thought that goes into this. It's not just some random Chinese factory. There is a lot of people in the scooter industry overseeing these productions. So the purpose of this video is within the next couple months, we will run out of scooter parts that are here in the United States, and absolutely nobody is bringing in anything that 154% tax, because we have to pay for it. We don't have the money. Like the scooter brands don't have the money. This goes for comps. Comps are going to go away because scooter brands aren't going to have the money, because guess what? They're all on their way out because nobody could sell anything. So if there's, roller sports or any kind of comp happening in the US, there's not going to be brands to support it because nobody's going to have the money. And honestly, I give us, with our 13 employees, I give us a couple months, and whatever stock is here in America, once it's out, it's out. I only know of one company that has a container on the water. Nobody else, everybody's canceled all their orders. And right now, I think I'm just making this video because I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen with the scooter business. There's absolutely no way to continue at these prices. There's not a market for it. You look at Proto, and they're a great company, but they're often out of a lot of stuff. And It's because they're machining one item at a time. It's not sustainable for here in America. They are a small business, but in the larger scheme of things, to make completes, like, it's not feasible. And so we sit here today with probably 3 or 4 months of stock left between everything. And then after that, if these tariffs aren't removed, I would foresee that every single scooter shop in the United States will go out of business. And skate shops and bike shops, we will run out of inventory and be selling scraps. So just making this video today to let you guys know, if you guys want scooter stuff, whatever here is and is available, I would definitely get. And that's with all scooter shops, not just ours. I would patronize all your shops, but unless something changes, we are definitely in the last couple months of business. And that's everybody. Nobody could sustain these tariffs. It's going to affect hundreds of thousands of small businesses here. And the scooter industry is going to take a huge hit. That's all I got to say. I hope you guys understand. Thank you. Pay attention to what's going on. If you guys want any scooter parts from any shop, this would be the time. Nobody's bringing anything in. I thank you guys for all the years of support, always supporting The Vault, and The Vault's always been hyped to be a part of the community. And I hope that something changes, but if it doesn't, this is where we stand. So peace.